Video I will show you how you can compress a video using Media3 effect in native Android application with Kotlin. So let's get started. So first I'll show you the size of the original video. So I'll just go to my files app, and here you can see I will just select this particular video, and let's see what its size is. So the size is almost 2.5 MB. Okay, also here I'll just display this progress state as well, because given that we are compressing a video, it does take a bit of time depending on how big your video is. Okay, sorry, what was the size again? It was around 2.5 MB. Okay, so I'll just run my application, because given how big your video is, it will take a bit of time to compress your video. So now the video which I'm selecting is quite small, so I'll just click on pick video button over here, and I'll just select that particular video. So here you can see it is displaying a progress state. I'll explain more about it later on. So it has compressed the video, and the video, I'll just pause it, and the video has been saved to external storage as well. Of course there will be a decrease in quality, but I'll show you how you can maintain the quality as well. But if you are maintaining quality, then the video compression size will not decrease that much. So you have to pick one of the thing. So here if I click on pick video, here you can see now there are 3 videos. Now I'll just go to the files app again just to see the size. Here you can see, so I'll just select the first video, I'll deselect the last video, and I'll select click on details, and here you can see it is almost 600 KB. So it has definitely reduced the size. So let's see how to do this. So first I have created an Android application. I'm using XML layout, but if you want you can use Jetpack Compose as well, so it's completely up to you. So here first you need to go to build.gradle.kts, and here you need to add this Media3 effect, Media3 transformer, Media3 common, Media3 UI, as well as Media3 exo player dependency. Make sure you use at least version 1.8.0, because this feature was added in version 1.8.0. if you are using some previous version, this will not work for you. Okay, then you need to go to activity_main. So if you are using Jetpack Compose, you will have to write this particular bit of code in Jetpack Compose. So all I have done, I have taken one button, and here is our player view. So I've defined some width, height, then previous button, rewind button, all that stuff, and defined some constraints as well. So all there is to it. Okay, then you can just go to the main code. Firstly, these are all the imports, so feel free to pause the video and just copy all these imports. I'll just remove these dead imports as well. Okay, next here we are extending transformer.listener, which helps us to override 2 methods, on completed and on error. So here we have defined an array list of effect. Here is our input exo player, here is our input player view, and here we have this file name string. Playback position is 0, play when ready is true. Here is our transformer, here is the file path, here we initialize our handler, here is our progress holder, then video URL is null by default. This method gets called on button click. So here you can see we are filtering by videos only, and once the video has been picked, the user comes over here, and that URI is assigned to our video URL variable, and here we call setup transformer as well. Then inside on create, we initialize our input player, and here we set the resolution height. So you can play with this resolution height if you feel like. So here you can see we are adding 2 effects. One is the Langsos resample effect, dot scale to fit with flexible orientation. Even I don't really understand it, but it is used for image processing, Langsos resamples, but I don't really understand what this 10,000 is. And here we pass the resolution height, and here we add the presentation as well, like create for short side, and here we pass resolution height. Then on button click, we just call this launch new video picker, then we initialize our input player. Okay, so here we initialize our input player, here we release our player. On stop we call release player, on pause we pause our player, on destroy also we release our player, and here we call setup transformer. So we just call this transform video method, we initialize the transformer, we initialize input media item as well, and here we initialize our edited media item. Here we create our external file, here we start the transformation, and here we track the progress state. So the progress which you saw here, you can see, right? So the first value, this is the progress state. It can be 0, 1 and 2. 0 means it has finished processing your video, and progress holder or progress can go from 0 to 100, but here you can see it stopped at 85. So it's not necessary it will reach till 100, but this values become 0. It is an indication that the video has finished processing. So if you are displaying a progress bar, you can stop that. Also there is an on completed callback as well, which I will show you later on. That is also an indication that the video has finished processing. Okay, here I have added 500 milliseconds delay. Then here this is how we create an external file as well. Okay, and here we save the file to external storage. Again, I'm simply scroll through this. Feel free to pause the video and just copy the code. Then here we get the on completed callback. So here we initialize our input player, save the file to external storage, and inside on error, in case if there is any error, I'm just printing it to the console and displaying a toast message. So yeah, that's all there is to it. If you have any questions, do let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Bye.